Hi, I'm Craig from Kent Beer Reviews. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. Right, today we're going up to Allon in Scotland, in Aberdeenshire, and it's a can from BrewDog. This is their Rye Hammer. So this is a Ruthless Rye IPA coming at 7.2%, and I've just realised it's a massive 200 IBUs in this beer. This is probably the biggest IBU count in a beer I've ever had. Not that it really matters that much. It doesn't matter if it could be a million IPA, it could be a million IBUs, and it doesn't matter. Whenever you get over 100 IBUs in a beer, it's still going to taste like 100 IBUs. So if you see beers like 1,000 IBUs, there's one or two breweries that have done this. It means nothing at all. It means absolutely diddly squat, I'm afraid. 100 IBUs is what the palate can taste up to. Anything above that, nada. 330ml can, this one. Best before date of the 10th of December 2017, and it says Rye in your eye. So yeah, there's the can again. There's a load of rye in there if you want to pause it. I'm not going to go through the commercial description. This is I believe the fourth in this series, and the more recent one, although I'm slightly behind reviewing this. I didn't think I was going to get it, and then I had a night one evening where I purchased a few beers. So let's crack this open then and see what we get. A beer in a glass. 200 IBUs for this one. I'll leave that there. Quite clear actually, and a lot lighter than I was expecting this beer to be, being brewed with rye, I assume. I don't know. Yeah, a kind of a nice medium kind of orange colour. Fairly clear, you can see the bubbles on the other side of the glass as I look through windows between the bubbles on this side of the glass. But yeah, didn't pour much of a head, just covering the top of the beer, white. Bit more of a rim round the top, clinging to the glass itself, and then it goes to flat on the top of the beer. Gentle carbonation. Let's get an aroma then. You're definitely picking up the rye in this for sure. Nice kind of, I don't know, biscuity, bready backbone to the beer as well on the malts. I've not had a BrewDog beer for a fair while, so I've got another one in the fridge downstairs. But yeah, it's got a nice kind of bubblegummy aspect to it, potentially. What I'm picking up, maybe it's like strawberry bubblegum. It smells quite light in the aroma, to be honest. So yeah, 7.2% Rye IPA. Cheers. Very bitter. It's a big, bold, typical kind of brash BrewDog beer. If you're familiar with BrewDog beers, you'll know what I'm on about. Is it easy drinking? It's not particularly easy drinking. That rye and the IBU count, say 100, although it says 200. If we call it 100, then you'll know. It's the maximum you get in. It can, for a new craft beer drinker, this will blow your palate out your mouth with the bitterness. If you're a seasoned craft beer drinker, then, and you like all your IPAs, you'll probably like this. But yeah, if there's a lager drinker that you didn't like, give them a can of this, because they won't like it. or recommend it to them so they pay for it as well. That's the ticket. No, it is bold, rye and bitter. Underlying that there is a biscuity bready malt, but it's definitely masking any kind of the classical IPA hop presence that I'm picking up so far. I'm not going to read all the can because there's a lot of writing on that. There is a little commercial description. Let me just go through it. This is on Rate Beer. Jack Hammer has been single-handedly ripping it up for quite some time, which is a very nice beer. Now this IPA has spawned 4 Hammerhead offsprings. Rye Hammer is the 4th, here you go, of our supercharged, hyped up hybrids. A grapefruit harvest of citrus malts away to sticky roasted caramel and rye warmth. Definitely rye more than caramel for me. All resting on a malted biscuity backbone. So there you go. The Hammerhead's trademark bitter finish reasserts its authority. So that's it really. But yeah, 7.2% ABV and 200 IBUs. It is a beer, if I was in BrewDog and I saw this on and there was no guest beers that I particularly fancied, I'd probably have like a third of this, but it's certainly not a session beer. The more I'm drinking it, the more alcohol I'm getting from it. And it's a 7.2, and I've had beer earlier on that was a 8% beer and I was getting miles less ABV on that than this 7.2 beer. So that's the way it works sometimes. It is slightly boozy. Would I buy it again? Yes. Would I have more than one? No. It's a nice beer to try, but then move on, for sure. Anyway, as for a rating then, I'm giving that an 8 out of 10. That's an 8 out of 10 from me. If you've had this beer before from BrewDog, they're Rye Hammer, 4th in the series. I've had the Black Hammer, check that review out. I missed the Monk Hammer when it came out, so that's the only one out of the 4 I've not had. I've done the is it the Jack Hammer? I think I've had a can of that. If not, I will get to review it. I've had it a few times, but so yeah, if you're new to the channel, slight apologies for me being a little bit merry, but I had a few beers earlier on and I need to do some more reviews. So anyway, give us a thumbs up and I will see you on the next review. Cheers for watching.